Greetings and welcome, folks, to another Sunday live stream. Welcome to some more Divinity Original Sin. Alright, let us get into it. Actually, just hang on, I'm gonna quickly shift curtains, because the glare is again disturbing me a bit. And voila, I can actually see. Alright, so when last we left off, I had just defeated Brachus Rex. After an intense fight, wasn't the most difficult fight per se, despite all the other villains that showed up. But it was definitely an intense one. It could have gone very bad. Very nearly did. And now we have to loot. Now I did do a little bit of work offline, as in sorting all my particular crafting goods and spell scrolls and all that, and throwables and arrows into a bag, so as to declutter my inventory a little bit. Didn't quite succeed, I guess. What I'm saying. Also did a little bit more looking up on the crafting system as it was, because I was getting a little bit confused as to why I'm just getting the bottom text here, where it says a malformed twisted bow that was hastily assembled and shoddily strung, which I think is a little bit unfair considering my skills. Craftsmanship. My crafting is 4, which is generally quite good actually, but it needs to be 5 in order to get the best results. Now I can get that partially from wearing the right gear, like this, and possibly some other stuff, other equipment that I could wear. Yeah, like this one. The blessed hard leather braces of crafting. Now, obviously that's not useful to me right now. But in any case, pickpocketing. I'm never gonna be pickpocketing, I think. Regardless, I should really be using my bow. I need to unequip it. With the ingredients bowstring, make it better. Anyway, let us loot. So, the health stone that we got.
Now this is valuable.
We also got a
Striking it rich.
all the useful stuff.
Ooh.
Plenty of looting to be done here. We are over encumbered, that is fine. I should probably continue to put stuff in my bag. Those scrolls. Right, let's start identifying the stuff that I found. I'll send it to Anomen. Immunity to cursed. Medora might have use for this one. Well, definitely gonna give this to Medora. Can't do anything with it. Yeah, anything with it right now. Extra initiative. Gonna give that to Medora. Summon Armored Undead Decapitator. That's probably a skill that's beyond any of my people to learn, but... It's a very good crossbow. Dexterity, nail cap, plus one sneaking unbreakable. I mean, good helmet overall. But yeah, we're still over encumbered. Medora can have. That's just swords by weight. Alright, and we also have a conversation with Jahan. Well, let's have it.
The king is dead. Long live... well, not he. He came close though, Brachus Rex. Close to fulfilling his dream. Dormant he would lie until loyal followers that persisted through centuries would restore him to life afresh. As a ghoul, no more was he reborn. Exactly the type of base necromancy I abhor. But now that he is dust at our feet, I can't help but feeling a morsel of pity. The work of ages, the desire beyond death, we undid with a simple stroke of the sword.
I have no pity for this man.
No beauty? Oh, how you are mistaken. Life, it is such a precious commodity. So precious indeed that death is dealt in droves to merely postpone it, to make it cross the boundaries set by nature. There is much simple irony to be found in these exploits, but at the heart of it lies an equally simple endeavor, which is to overcome the most primal of fears, the dread that prompts philosophy and religion both, and that is the fear of death. To overcome death, if it were possible, is to attain victory over the unconquerable. Such a victory, what a thing of beauty it would be.
Maybe.
Still, all this talk about immortality hits the raw and ragged nerve of passing time with relentless momentum. Onward, onward. To be idle is to die.
I probably will have to do a lot more reshuffling of stuff, but oh well. Let's just find all the loot we can. And we certainly worked hard enough for it. And we'll have to do some clearing out from doing some crafting. Yes. Get rid of that.
Burn for me.
Just let that burn out. And while it is of course good that the Brachus Rex is gone, the person responsible for his resurrection is beyond our reach at the moment. Still, it should have been good for our reputation. Another star stone was discovered. An extra strength. Alright. Adora can have that one. Well, I'm gonna give it to Animan anyway. Pick up the inert stone. Wasn't really looking for a free heal, but it's kind of nice to get one, I guess.
I'm drenched. Decent dugongs, you nearly startled me out of my boots. Well, you've got my attention, comrade.
Just now that'll have to do. Like that. Special chest, alright. Not getting any luck with finding anything in these vases. Ooh. Weird place to find a cookbook.
Source Hunter, is it safe? Have you done it? Please tell me that you have sent Brachus Rex to the grave once and for all.
So I have. His reign of terror is over. Forever.
Magnificent. Oh, truly wondrous. I feel like a prisoner set free. Free to bask in the daylight once more. I was so fearful. Petrified almost in the knowledge that I might see him again. You see, I knew the Mad King. In fact, I served him.
Come again.
I'm a wizard hunter, and that means I've seen many centuries pass me by. They weren't always happy ones, and you may take that as an understatement. I was once under Brachus's thrall, bound to him by perfidious magic. Life was an endless cycle of servitude, torture, and humiliation. Only after the first source hunters skewered him like the pig he was did my nightmare end. As you can imagine, I was afraid beyond all measure that the fiend would enslave us all once more. That I'd be cast back into the rank
pit that was my past. But he hasn't, and he never will. Thank you. I will never forget this act of valor.
I asked Brackus about Cassandra. Turns out she was his sister, a sister with a man-cat.
So you have heard of her? Yes. I knew Cassandra. She was a sweet girl when we met. Hardly a woman yet. The very opposite of her deranged brother, who did not hesitate to butcher her for his own benefit. We were fast friends in those days. Aye, more than friends. Until he took her down to the dungeons, and she returned a woman no longer. A twisted lich had she become, with a twisted mind to match her grisly new shape.
Why did Brackus turn his own sister into a lich?
He remorselessly and relentlessly sought ways to cheat death. Cassandra and he were soul-forged, so he knew that if she would die, he would die. And so he turned her into a lich. Turned her into a creature neither living nor dead, so that he could break the soul forge without destroying himself in the process. Giving the matter no further thought, he rid his sister of her humanity, so as to rid himself of a spell that could threaten him. Such a man was Brackus Rex. Immortal in his mind and immortal to be in effect. As your swords and spells have demonstrated, though, to this world's everlasting contentment, his deranged fancy was not to be.
If Cassandra is an immortal lich, where is she now?
I don't know. When the Source Hunters besieged Brackus's castle, I sought only to escape. I never heard of her again.
Truly? Even though, as you say, you and Cassandra were more than friends?
Yes. I longed for freedom, for release. When I saw my chance, I ran and never looked back.
So no doubt we're gonna run into Cassandra then. Now that Brackus has been dealt with, what's next?
You have foiled one of Leandra's vile designs. That much is certain. But I highly doubt you forestalled her endgame, whatever that may be. It is therefore imperative that we find her sister Ikara. As you've learned from the accursed duo that was Jake and Evelyn, the White Witch is somehow involved. I will vouch for her gentle nature, but alas, I cannot vouch for her current state of mind. Has she been corrupted by her sister, perhaps? Or have they become enemies locked in a murderous game of cat and mouse? There's no way of knowing until you find her. What I do know is that she lives in a cabin deep in Lacula Forest to the north. If anywhere, that is where I advise your travels should take you next.
I'll take my leave.
Very well, Hunter. My gratitude is yours, as is my service.
Woohoo! Yeah, we checked that one. Nothing else here. There's still plenty of quests to do. But also so many quests already done. Double checking that there is nothing else hidden here. So so many vases. Guess to the source key. And magical lock that I cannot break without the key. I think. I do not have. That's sort by type. And let's put all the ingredients here. Put it down. Luckily, these bags are infinite in size. That's quite enough of that. This backpack has only the box. This one goes to Hanuman. Put any more in here? It's giving me a scroll bar. At least this one does. We did a bit of crafting to get rid of the blue spits. Arrowheads. Could be doable and all. Current level of skill. Yeah, it doesn't fit in there. I guess that for some reason that backpack is not infinite size. That is unfortunate. I mean, I can make more, but I don't have the stuff right now. Let's put this one. And Gahan probably can do with a little bit of improved and anything that can help him stuff out of the way probably is good. Definitely a better wand. On the jump. Hello, Asai. Hopefully the Wi-Fi is good in Amtrak. Atreus Ninja. Well, we are sort of winning. We've at least beaten the first difficult opponent in this stage of the game. We just need to keep it up. So I'm just looking to clear out some bit of inventory space. You'll have the skill to at least chop wood. Let's just chop all these logs because they can really only turn into branches and tips. Yeah, right now I'm just busy tying up some loose ends, divvying out the loot. And so the wood chips are basically not that heavy. They can go to Samantha. Right. Yeah, definitely a better item for you. And I'll equip you with those. These sticks. Yeah, the branches are a little bit more heavy. Madura can hold on to them. He has got plenty of weight limit right now. We do need some better braces for her. I don't think I have the ability to make braces. I think. What recipes do I have for armor? Well, we're close to leveling up. I think all this. I don't think I can destroy this box, right? Just for the sake of testing. Right, it's level 20. That's never gonna break. Well, we did have the use of some star stones. Let's go to the end of time for a bit. See what else has been unlocked.
Aha! The Starstone Seeker's return. Most fortuitous indeed, for I have been pondering over the nature of our shelter plane like a poet over his muse. For now, I will refrain from entertaining, or, as the case may be, annoying you with hapless conjectures, until in the maze that is my mind, I happen to stumble upon a clue more concrete than mere theory. In the meantime, and in the interest of saving time, please tell me your thoughts about the lady you talked to in the Hall of Heroes during your previous visit.
Well, she seemed to recognize us as guardians, and she said she deceived us and that we'd desert her in turn.
Deceive. Desert. Your words, they ring a distant bell, but they are but pieces of the puzzle. And yet, could she be? But no, hold your chattering tongue, Zixax. You promised you wouldn't hazard any guesses, and you'll stick to your word. You have my thanks, friends, for indulging me. A new portal has opened, and no doubt you are as curious as I am to find out what lies beyond. Let's go and take a look.
Right. What has opened?
This place looks rather cozy, doesn't it?
It does.
Almost like...
By the fangs of the void, it is true. She told me she had seen you. Yet never would I have believed her delusions until here, now. They manifest before me. You have become undeniable. The scurrilous sentinels themselves. It is miraculous, irrefutably so. But oh, how low you have fallen. Look at what you have become. What was stars have become moribund embers. You are to be pitied.
Ominous fellow, that demon.
And none too friendly either.
Yes, I mean, it's a very neat place. Considering it is falling apart somewhat.
My old chest. Why do I remember it?
Pretty sure most of the stuff here is not gonna be all that useful. Right, but there are more logs for you. I'm pretty sure those cups are not worth anything. Not worth my time picking them up, at least. These are our private quarters. A golden fork, not worth all that much. Still so many more things to explore.
What am I doing? This isn't my chest, and I know it.
My old chest. Why do I remember it?
Ooh, penny pen. No, indeed, no, I mean, yeah, the idea of the end of times is quite cool. My friend and ally, frustration is raging through me like a seething fever. Damn these politicians, they infuriate me to no end. What do I care the war is almost won, that victory is certain? As long as a single enemy still draws breath, I will not sheathe my sword. I will hunt and I will stalk and I will kill. I will do what I do best. All the rest is cowardice. Diplomacy is the tool of the weak. Blind, blind! They simply cannot see, they weren't there at the end. Another log. Why would you store logs in your cupboards? There's no furnace here. Did I miss a journal on the other end? Didn't see the book. Oh, there it is. Ooh, an empty potion bottle. Yeah, I don't need that. My fellow general, I understand your frustration. Though the one that plagues me is for different. All this attention, cursed, all these expectations, to hell with them. To be a ruler, it's like being a queen, the queen of a beehive. Nobility, ambassadors, citizens, clergy. They scurry about me in endless numbers. Buzzing, buzzing, pleading, begging, hanging on to my every word. Mindless. I spent my life in the halls and chambers, the light of day almost a memory. I long for the hills, for the fields, the quiet and solitude of the wild. Couldn't I simply leave it all behind? What does this thing do again? Alright, here we can change our appearance. That's not what we want to do. Right then, what's beyond? There's a couple of goodies over here. Ooh, stardust. Ancient letter. Honored General, I would like to raise my personal concern of mine. Let me see so bold. Your prowess in combat is unmatched, your lust for warfare unrivaled. No one doubts this. That prowess served us well, it saved the very world. And now that the enemy has been vanquished, but for a few straggling legions, is it really necessary to personally command your army still? I know your presence inspires our troops, but I worry, and enemy spear... That's a strange typo to still be in the game. Worry an enemy spear or arrow may find you yet. Just like with permission, enemy has found another general before. Lose you now would devastate nations. My advice would be to exercise caution. Now that peace is almost upon us, and our total victory inevitable. There is no need anymore for such ferocious heroics. We no longer have need of you as a general. We have need of you as a statesman. Please think on that. Signed, Harold Sigurdsson, Duke of Orcha. Well, he sounds sensible, but I very much doubt that he was listened to. Oh, Dudene. Well, nice place to have. Alright, let's go back to zigzags. A piece of the general's tail, and I'm pretty sure something else is also open because we used 2 star stones, so something else should now be available to us.
I am the last chest, the last chest, the last.
Right, nothing new there.
There you both are. How jolly. There's something quite astounding you must see. It's the Weaver. Thanks to the starstone you've collected, she's mended a portion of the tapestry.
No. I've not played Divinity Original Sin 2 yet. Just haven't gotten around to it. I fully intend to at some point, but, you know, things keep getting in the way. New games, new recording schedules, other stuff. I mean, I probably will start a playthrough once I am done with this. But that'll be a time. And it's received so many rave reviews. I'm almost scared to dive into Divinity 2, if I'm be totally honest.
Look, a new story has been rewoven into time. A new portion of history appears to us for the first time in not even I know how long. Let us look together. Let us see what the Weaver has woven.
Alright.
Long ago, 2 great generals led mankind in a terrible war. The dreaded Void Dragon threatened all of existence, and man and gods alike joined swords to stop it. The 2 generals were celebrated as the rulers of all, and even the gods paid them tribute.
The choice, friend, the choice. You'll have to speak to the statue before we know what you'll find through the portal.
A tantalizing glimpse into a story indeed.
See this statue there? Lovely fellow. You should really have a chat with him and choose an elemental.
I greet you, honorable master of the house. I am the shepherd of elements, and I control how they may flock towards your most imperial presence. So, if it pleases you, command me, and the elemental aspect of your choice shall once more settle among these holy halls.
Alright, so it doesn't really matter which one I do. Eventually I will get them all, but let's see. At the moment I've had a very little difficulty finding water spells or ice spells. So let's go with them.
And that is your final choice?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, indeed. That is our final choice.
Thy will be done.
I wonder who awaits you in the next chamber. I wonder what they'll say.
At the Hall of Frost.
Oh, it's so cold in here, it hurts.
I think my very words may freeze and fall to the ground.
Such as no serpent has ever known.
They glow with a brilliant flame, Your Grace. Even he cannot snuff it out.
Oh, but he sides with that which has no name. I know he does. He is betrayal incarnate. He tricked them once, and will try to do so again. I fear their will is weak. Too weak still.
By the hoary beard of Boreas, can it be? You've come home. It's about time, isn't it? Your quarters have been invaded by all manner of madness.
Who are you?
Does my brilliant frost beguile you? I am ice, of course. A soldier of ice, to be explicit, and this is where I have dwelt across many eons. Here I wait for the day, if ever, I am called to serve the realm again.
What do you mean by calling this my home?
Could I be more explicit? This place is of your essence. Can't you feel it in your very bones, as I do in every crystal of frost within me? You belong here, and this place belongs to you. I cannot tell you why or how, but I know it to be true.
So you have served the realm before?
Of course. Alongside my opposite, the eternal fire, we were summoned in service of a goal greater than the timeless battle between heat and cold. Yes, together we sought victory against the void. You can thank our great army for all of this, you know. For existence itself. Those were times of great proportions. The forces of nothingness pitted against those of life, and naught but ourselves marching to the beat set by our great leaders could stop the void's encroachment.
Well, I'd like you to train me in ice magic.
Your home, your rules, naturally. What would you like to know?
Right. So you have a lot of water spells. And the mass healing. All for 7 turns. It's unfortunately beyond my reach at the moment. And also arrows. I know that this is so much better shopping. Yeah, didn't shift in audio quality definitely caught me off guard there for a moment. Alright, so I need some water spells to help to give Jahan. Nice wall. Yeah, would be nice, I think. Mass healing that I can't do. Mass slow, mass disease. Winter blast is also beyond my skills. Heal attack. 5. I think I already know most of these skills. Or I can't learn them at the moment because my skill is too low. I definitely want the ice ball book though.
Off to explore your abode, are you? Very good. I'm sure there's something around here that will jog your memory.
And the ancient letter here. My fellow general, when you read this, I would have departed. It had to be. The sovereignty is fast becoming a curse. It was always her specialty, not mine. All of it is yours, the glory and the power. For myself, I seek only the inner peace I cannot possibly find in cities or in palaces. I know you'll understand. To all the world I'll be unreachable, but you know the secret ways and your letters will find me, should you still wish them to. So goodbye. Goodbye and good luck. Well, that's certainly a thing. This will go to Jahan. I've got 5 skills now. 1 skill in adept. For my skill level, that means I can 5 novice and 2 adepts. Right. Yeah, I also would like some more geomancy stuff, but that's not critical at the moment. Anything else here? Nothing that cannot wait. Exactly what they can.
Milady. Why are there 2 of us? 2 beings that good to see you on the shelter plane. A home away from home, is it not?
Let's discuss the rooms.
Certainly. So you have the inner chamber. The tapestry has shown me that these were the personal quarters of the gods chosen too. They lived lives of opulent luxury, a well-deserved return for services rendered against the onslaught of demons and dark champions of the void. They are yours now, the chosen two anew.
Alright, what do you know about the Hall of Frost?
Got it in one. Wonderful place, isn't it? I find that a dollop of cold helps to concentrate when I'm writing my histories. Perhaps it will inspire you too. Much can be learned from elementals. Their forces are primal and ancient. Wield them, and you wield the very cause of nature.
You know more about the lady we've met beyond the portal?
Like you, she is a mystery. But she seems to know you, doesn't she? Perhaps you'll meet her again, and we'll learn more about her, and about you.
Alright, let's talk about progress. I've defeated the Brachus Rex, an ancient king raised from the grave by members of a sect that uses a starstone for insidious purposes.
Those scallywags! They are diluting starstone with blood magic? Vile fiends! This sect, it must be stopped. Their adulteration of starstone could hamper our efforts to undo the void. You have to trace this sect back to the very pit where it burrows. Bloodstone. The horror. Magic as dark as this. It feeds the void where we seek to starve it.
Alright, let's discuss the rewoven threads of the tapestry of time.
It shall be my pleasure.
We witnessed the story of 2 generals, slayers of the Void Dragon. Oddly familiar, wasn't it?
Familiar indeed. Exactly who these heroes might have been, or why Starstone is reviving their tale, I cannot say. But the resemblance of circumstances is quite striking, to say the least. Oh, do collect more stones, won't you? I'm all a jitter with excitement. Who could they have been? What does it mean? And why, dear Source Hunter, can you alone restore these threads to our memories? Like
Questions?
the imp said to the ballista operator, shoot!
I'm chasing a white witch. Do you have any information about her that might prove useful to me?
Are you now? The White Witch of Lacula Forest, is it? Lovely woman, Ikara. Can't imagine her getting caught up in affairs of the Source, though, let alone murder. But if she has, I fear she may be in grave danger indeed. Do look for her in the Lacula woods, won't you? It would be such a shame if something untoward were to happen to her.
Let's change subject. I'll take my leave. Right.
I wonder, do you know...
How might I serve our mission? Threads I weave and tales I see. All will I tell. She is one whose history is shrouded in darkness. She is more than a woman, though less than a goddess. She knows you. You have wronged her. She is part of the end, though she longs to be part of endlessness.
It seems a demonic creature is roaming these halls. Recognized me. You know why that is?
He is the instigator. He is the beginning of all ends. The birth father of death and void. Be wary of him. I know not what is fear, and yet, before him, I tremble.
Right.
Can the answer be anything but you? The threads say that you slept there, you both did, until the vigil of day and vigil of night called you away. Duty. Never did you waver from your duty, never? I cannot be certain. Perhaps, just once, you failed.
I ventured upon a room of winter where an elemental houses.
The son of Frost, how mighty he was, a giant that lived for war. He and the aspect of fire, what enemies they used to be. But you sealed their allegiance and their friendship so that together, you could overcome. Overcome the dark that was spreading.
Let's change subject, and I'll just take my leave. Because as fascinating as that is, it doesn't really lead anywhere at the moment. And there's still so much left to do. Right. The recipe. I do have some stuff I would probably want to do. I could make flour. That's not really all that interesting though. More leather scraps.
It shall be my pleasure, Sir Im. I'll embroider it in the first volume of your all-encompassing
Create a mush of wood. Isn't enough for a sheet of paper, but that's fine. Now we're pretty much done here.
That is a good question, Zigzags.
Let's head back to Cyseal for a moment. Also, I gave you a book. Can you learn these? I mean, you have room for one more novice spell, but I don't think this is a novice spell. I mean, it could be. Yeah, it's not, but could have been. You have 5 novice spells and 1 adept. Is novice or adept? Adept. That's fine. I really needed a depth skill for you, but I don't think I have it. Jahan definitely is lacking behind on his skills, because I was never able to find the right box for him. The Ice Wall probably is a fine skill for him to learn. But I need a better healing spell. Which I don't have. Well, we certainly have questions and all that. Some people. Now that Veliron is dead, and his apprentice is also gone, because we have free reign now to loot his estate. I'm kind of curious about the fellow here, Francis. After all, he is in league with the conduit.
Glorious to see you once more, fair friend. I hope you've given some thought to... She showed us that you may steal by following her go on the path.
He doesn't really seem to be upset just yet. We should probably talk with the mayor. I also want to deliver a book.
What? Oh, it's you! What news?
What do you know about someone called Brachus Rex?
Well, I suppose as much as any other Thaddeus, Rich, or Harold. A shameful spot upon the history of Rivellon, that brute. As loath as I am to admit it, Cyseal was once quite a hub of the despot's supporters. Some even say his corpse was cast beneath the foundations of the abandoned church in the northeastern cliff. An old wives' tale, I say, but I suppose one never knows for sure.
What about your White Witch?
Oh, she's a dear girl indeed. She's got a little cabin in Lacula Forest, not so far to the north of here, in fact. And though she doesn't make it into Cyseal often, it's a comfort to know she's keeping the watch near our border.
You know, suddenly it's very convenient that you can hear me properly this time around.
I hope she hasn't got mixed up in all this ugly business with the counselor. What would you like to discuss?
Well, about Jake's murder.
Evelyn is the one who stole Jake's body. But whoever killed him is still on the loose. This is quite the mystery. Yes, very strange indeed. What were we talking about again?
The undead.
What? The undead? Yes, for the past 2 years, those blasted skeletons have all but suffocated this city. With all but one trade route overrun, Cyseal's once torrential commerce has slowed to a pathetic trickle.
Beautiful insects?
Well, I do believe that's something your parents are. You see, oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the 7th sake. I can't be bothered to chat all day about the birds and the bees when Cyseal...
That's not really gonna give me anything useful then. Right, Victoria, do you have anything useful?
Jageta, friend.
I mean, that book is something we'll definitely need at some point. Blank water book. Right, that's... What books do I have? Just a patty cake book. Right, where did I put the recipes?
The knight in see-through armor. Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom. Stenticken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Urak! What mayhem!
That's quite enough of that.
Not in the mood for cheese.
excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine.
Oh no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more electrifying, one of my air scrolls might give your system just the shock it needs.
Orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Cyseal's ever seen.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
How lovely to see you again. Have a
Still have 2 treasure maps.
shoulders.
Let's just get both of them. Do I have anything else I can give you? I don't think. Well, I could sell them back to you. I mean, I am done with those. Yeah, just not asking much for the diamond.
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Let's get these new maps on the map.
My map is slowly filling up with secrets.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
I think I will want this one.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fry-up.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Quiet day on the market.
Hang
it
on a
seems.
moment.
Not in the mood for cheese. Their excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine almond bread.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fry-up.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Can you just remove those messages, please?
Wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Alright. Back to playing games.
Aaron has as many friends as the man.
Yeah. Such annoying distractions. We're just trying to play a wholesome game here.
I give milk. I give wool.
Make sure that we're not missing anything. Pretty much all that is done. You know, I kind of would like some shears. See if anyone actually sells them.
I'm sorry, but I haven't the time for chatter. These days, a moment's inattention is all a thief.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Here for your daily serving of veggies. Please partake of the...
Ah, gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapors?
I would like some ropes, please. Maybe Esmeralda has some shears.
We've secured the perimeter.
The hunter returns. I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth.
No. Apparently not. I mean, it's not critical if I don't find one, but it would be kind of nice. And
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
suppose we should talk with the captain here. Deal with the undead scourge. I mean, it should be mostly dealt with. I didn't think we need to talk with you about anything.
So good to see you again, Source Hunter. This cannot be. Can it? You have found one of the sources of the undead and sent it back into oblivion. But that is fantastic. Never have I seen such heroism. Hope breaks through after 2 years of absolute darkness. Cyseal remains under threat, yes, but finally it has been proven even the dead can be vanquished. To think, Feliron too was behind these horrors all along. A man who treated the wounds I obtained in battle, who comforted me when my agony was great. Such a pity. Cyseal is in your debt, Hunter. I, and the Legion too. Brachus Rex is dead, and no one but you could have done this glorious deed. I shall be very glad to share what information I can give you. By all means. For 2 years, still. I thank you for telling me, Source Hunter. Knowledge is better than uncertainty.
Leave. Right, that's one more thing done. The undead scourge.
Recruits, that was sloppier than Cysealian stew. Again!
Sorry, sir.
Those boats are in barracks at Bridgestone. Get the shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Alright, how happy are you to see me?
Oh, what now? If you... Bravo! Figured that one out, did you? What more is there to say? She clearly was in league with the sect that's been unsettling Cyseal. So now that she's dead, all the better. I don't see how my mother-in-law is any of your business, Hunter. Seriously, though, I doubt information given by the zombified remains of a counselor is to be trusted. But then again, you do take the advice of cat wizards, too. I heard she has a cottage in the forest north of the city. I'm sure it's made of gingerbread and you'll find the remains of eaten children. So off you trot in chase of fairy tale fiends.
Alright, what about the Brachus?
What'd you take me for? An ignoramus? That accursed name rings a goddamn Carillion. He was the last Sorcerer King, a frightful warrior that fell dozens before finally being slain by the army that had risen against him. We may well stand on unholy ground right now, for they say his remains were buried in what is now Cyseal, a mad king for a mad city. If you must. So, let me get this. By Belagar's anyway, be these true.
Right, so he's not gonna be all that much more happy. Right.
How can I help you, my friend?
What else do you have? You have shears by any chance? No, you do not. Blended air staff would be nice, I guess. But it's too high level. And we have not leveled up. Unfortunate. Yeah, no, we don't have enough gold left. Right, let's have a look at the map for... Let's go outside so we can check the actual... Are there any shears in here? Oh.
Quiet! No talking to these scoundrels.
Source hunter or no, not a single non-legionnaire is permitted into the treasure room. Pockets have a pesky habit of growing extra deep in such places.
Unfortunate, and doesn't seem like there's a way in here.
Do you hear that clinking? I think someone's got keys in their pocket.
I'm not gonna pickpocket the guards. One thing that will not work. Maybe we'll get back here later. For the most part, we are done here. Right, map. I was looking for treasure. It's the 3, the 4, number 6. Huh? Where's 5?
Sir, no, sir. Attention!
West. So let's see. That's.
Recruits, that was sloppier than Cysealian stew. Again. Attention! About face!
So that's not really much of a clue then.
Recruits, that was sloppier than
3.
Cysealian stew. Again.
Ah, that's the old church. We can go there. I think we have done most of the stuff we wanted to do here, but picking up an ancient chest is something we can do. Match. Somewhere here there should be something we can dig up.
Powerful perception.
It's not this one, is it? Where is it? It might have been that one. I don't recall seeing that, but I guess you don't technically need the map if you already know where it is. Alright, and number 6 was where exactly? That's near the Watcher statues, I believe. I don't think we found that one yet.
I've spotted something interesting.
Well, I guess that's all that. Then we can go back to Cyseal and sell these maps. Guess we found everything we wanted to find. And find the witch, force the souls, wishing brother, legend. Yeah, all of this is just so we can get to the next area.
Yours for a scrap of gold each.
Join the Stud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
How lovely to see you again, haver of the beautifully shaped shoulders.
There.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and charm.
Dora, you did pick up this one. Is it better? Technically. You may as well pick up the Copper Axe. We need to go out of the city, basically. That's fine, we can do that.
Beyond these walls, the dead roam free, Hunter. Be vigilant.
Time to start clearing up the lava path so we can go north. For the love of.
Did you hear that?
It's just the wind, Glossius. Pull your boots.
Since when does the wind sound the same as a stray dog hungry for bones? My bones.
Oh, for the love of Grognar.
being beset today.
It's just the wind, Glossius. Pull your boots.
Since when does the wind sound the same as a stray dog hungry for bones? My bones.
Oh, for the love of Grognar.
Did you hear that?
It's just the wind, Glossius. Pull your boots.
Since when does the wind sound the same as a stray dog hungry for bones? My bones.
Oh, for the love of Grognar.
Did you hear that?
Let's focus on actually dealing with this stuff.
Since when does the wind sound the same as a stray dog hungry for bones? My bones.
Oh, for the love of Grognar.
Give yourself the fire seconds!
I am aware. I have been removing him continually, but he keeps jumping back in with a new one.
Did you hear that?
Alright,
Since when does the wind sound the same as a stray dog hungry for bones?
so we're not getting any more interruptions here. And alright, summon Nick.
Since when does the wind sound the same as a stray dog hungry for bones? My bones.
Oh, for the love of Grognar.
Let's bring down some water.
I'm drenched.
Since when does the wind sound the same as a stray dog hungry for bones?
Sure. Oh, we can actually freeze him. Good. Right. I do not think using anything on him that will doesn't let's fortify Nick.
Stay back, my friend.
Yes, I do still say that.
Potent heat.
Grab the arrows here. More charbone stuff. Some of this I cannot extinguish, I think. Just be very careful.
Give yourself the burning legion calls!
You mean locked?
Your grave opens to welcome you.
Right, we are still engaged. Alright, moving on. Someone had an idea of moving some water barrels in here. I guess it didn't work. Right, you and you are also busy. That doesn't really do anything. Let's heal you.
Sweet relief.
What? I definitely do not want to fight these guys on fire. Yeah, that's correct. We have a party of 4, and we are essentially fighting in turn, essentially. So right now it's this guy's turn, and next up we get the rest. What do I use here? Using either poison won't help, because that'll just set them on fire. I have another spell that I can use. Fire elementals will not help here. I'll just summon an undead warrior. I can. Fortify you. Oh, you're actually both in range. Good. And you miss. Not enough action points. Well then, you fall down. And I think we just angered some more people. Must have some old arrows. Wrong bag. Water arrows. Yeah, let's grab some water arrows. Frost grenade would help. Well, I wouldn't call it exactly open world, as it is definitely sort of sectioned off, although you can freely travel back and forth between areas you've already visited. So I guess maps would be more accurate. We are currently trying to work our way towards a new area, but these fire guys are in the way. That one is stunned. Good.
You must suffer. You must burn. You must suffer. You must burn clean.
Yeah. In many ways, Divinity Original Sin is a typical DRPG. Let's just move into position because everything is blocking me right now. And yeah, hit him. Why did you move there? this.
Face the unending darkness.
Well, that sort of worked, but you still missed. And now the floor is frozen, which isn't ideal. He fully healed instantly, that's not great. That's some ridiculous heal numbers he gets from walking over lava. Let's definitely not step on that. Nothing is in range. Might maledict this one. Level up. Nice. And none of my other abilities are currently available. Let's pick on that one. Oh, for the love of... I think they'd get tired after trying it so many times. Alright, let's go to ranged power stance, because we are in very close range. Let's not tempt fate, just keep hitting this guy. Can you stun him, please? Well, maybe, but I'm not gonna look for one now. I'll just try to remember to find one later. Let's push some rain further down the field. Everyone else leveled up. Nice. And she fell down. Alright. Cool.
I'm warm as
At the
fresh
moment I
apple
am
pie.
only streaming on YouTube since because all my stuff is there. And I'm a little bit intimidated to figure out how Twitch works.
I'm overheating here.
Any other mushrooms? Alright, let's try not to step onto any lava. If at all possible, gang. Executioner, pikeman, oil barrel. There's a chest over there that we'll probably want to investigate. Let's fall back for a moment and level up if we can. Alright, so we gain another point. Another point in dexterity. Ability wise, I would like to push my craftsmanship up. Gonna happen though. I'll just save my points then. Hello, Calabrima. Welcome to the stream. Let's boost your intelligence 1 more point. Never be smart enough. Skills wise, definitely want to improve your water spells. Right. Human more intelligence. Yeah, it's not great that you're that, but that's fine for now. I'll save my points. You definitely strength. Skills wise, I can't improve any of that. If you no, the 2 points in a scoundrel. That's okay. I don't mind if people play lots of good games. I've heard good things about Symphony of War. Tibia, I do not know what that is. Kind of hoping to open up, but I just throw Nick in here. The Executioner might be dangerous. Let's borrow a little bit of this and see if we can knock him flat. Yes, good.
One mark is not enough.
He apparently angered someone else. Oh, there's someone in the back that I didn't see. Ranged stance, please. See what this does. Ooh, nice. Wasn't really counting on that being so effective. That's make you weak. And I don't have enough to hit you again. I will just fortify Medora because she is probably gonna get hit next.
Your enemies are my prey, Source Hunter.
Can I disease you? No, because you're undead. Alright, that's fine. And you're back up, that's fine. Just stand in between them.
Lightning flash! Life roils within these veins.
Alright. Guess they decided to be stupid. That's fine, I can work with stupid. Decorative longbow. Then fight a loot. Right. Okay, that would explain why I couldn't remember that I had to fight that one before. Well, that's the important thing. As long as you can enjoy yourself, you can overlook some idiosyncrasies. Stuff that doesn't work. As long as it doesn't give you cognitive disco biscuits. Hope that's enough. Because if I can defeat the twins by fire joint.
I'm overheating here.
Yeah, I mean technically we fought him already in the fight against Brachus Rex, which we should probably have done before, but we're here now. Right, Nick will tank for us up front. Almadora will stay back here. And good thing there's a tree in the way. And that we're all wet. Can I can hit you all. Move you forward though. Right. Ice wall. Nice. Pretty sure you cannot be frozen though.
The flames will cleanse your sin. The flames will cleanse your sin.
Now this could be a problem. Let's summon more undead.
If this battle be my last, know I went out fighting in your name.
Keep beating him down. Right. Let's summon extra points for the next turn. Move up. That'll do. And that's
I can take you all with one shot. Just watch.
nothing else here. Go to power stance. Can you bleed? You cannot bleed because you're undead. Right. Good. Stunned. And he's dead.
You must suffer. You must burn clean.
Annoyance. But not critical yet. Right. Both with desecration to make you do more damage. And I wish I had more spells that could be effective against fire here. I mean, Vampiric Touch would do it, but points for that.
Stay back, my friend.
Let's finish you off.
The unending darkness.
And knock you down. Right, can you hit the archer from here?
Confound it!
Just use a water arrow then.
Time to dampen your enthusiasm.
I need more striking power on the twins by fire joints. Don't fall over, please. You can deal with the Darkborn Archer.
Silence awaits you. The flames will cleanse your sin.
Can I maledict you?
Your powers wane beneath my hand.
Well, maybe. At least drain your willpower. Guess that worked.
How I'll sing of your entrails.
Oh, for the love of... They are really, really trying to test my patience today with that. You need to... Well, for once in your life, throw straight. And nobody is badly injured. Let's just get into position so you can take a good shot next turn. Actually, water damage probably will work against you. Hello, General Skaven. Move forwards. Don't have enough points to throw on. Yeah, I've got an air and a earth one. That's probably gonna work. Yeah, all the rest of you are out of range. Just save your points then.
You till my death rattle.
Alright, now we should be able to make some progress.
What do you think, Sword Hunter? Shall I start shredding from the top or the bottom?
The burning legion embraces the flames will cleanse your sin. The flames will cleanse your sin.
Definitely need to take down that Charbone idol. It's you focus on the twins. can't do anything. Right, heal yourself. Yeah, that can happen. Sorry to hear that. Dungeon Keeper 2 is weird in that way. It's got it's meant to run on Windows 89, I think. So it will generally not run well on anything if it isn't that.
Fiendish force!
Let's get the knights to be teleported back here.
Chaos grips my hands today. Aim before striking.
Opens to welcome you.
Well, bad.
Done, so we can move past you.
Toasty!
You
must suffer. You must burn clean.
Out at hate.
Now is really not a good time for this. Let's try to haste yourself. It'll take a while to get this boost down. You do keep distracting the winds by fire joins. Yeah. I mean, there's just weird stuff about Dungeon Keeper 2. It can work well with modern PCs, but there had to be a fix for that. And it also doesn't really like modern resolutions, so... Can I... He's frozen for the moment. Keep walking forwards.
You must suffer. You must burn clean your flesh.
I don't think any of my other spells has regenerated yet. Unfortunately. No chance of getting past that. I should have enough potions. Don't have enough action points for that. Well, a good thing, at least they're a little bit confused.
You must suffer. You must burn.
The Seven call me home.
Really not a good time to be feared, Medora. Deal with the immediate problem. Jahan, you have a medium healing potion.
Stitching time, hey, my friends.
Yes. Found him. Good. Can you freeze? Yep. Do not run over the lava. I forbid you.
Seven have mercy on your soul.
Alright, that's at least one enemy down. I mean the target is blocked.
No foe can stand before me.
And let's just hold off for now. Burst it down as best we can. Fine, bring in Nick.
It's not over till the headless man sings.
Potent heat.
Nice.
Seven, call me home.
That's alright, Jan. You've done what I asked you to do. Without the idol, they cannot bring back the enemies, so should be fine here if we can survive for another round.
Protected by spirits of dust and clay.
There, that should help. Night's the bigger problem.
What do you think, Source Hunter? Shall I start shredding from the top or the bottom?
You are almost out of points, that's fine. And I'm done with you. There, one less problem.
Would you care to hear a little tale?
On. Oh well, at least that's something we can solve. Good thing we got as many of these as we could.
Bless the seven I am restored. I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Heal yourself up, please.
Your enemies are my prey, Source Hunter.
The flames will cleanse your sin.
No, I don't think they will.
Seven have mercy on your soul.
Right, that did it. Woo. Too much to carry, eh? Right. Let's have the heaviest stuff show up. Fedora can carry some of this weight. Though I still need to get rid of a lot of this stuff. Just needless weights. Alright.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Get these bone piles. Right. What else have we uncovered? Gold over here. Guess I'll pick up this cap. By type again. Alright, quite an innovating fight, but we got through it. Now we can move on. Keep healing ourselves as we do.
Into the fray once more.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Yeah, I mean, doing this the manual way with all the water barrels is just such a hassle in this area.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Water arrows, how nice. I used a lot of those just now. An ooze barrel. That's kinda not great. Not trigger that unnecessarily. And we still have something burning over here. An incandescent wanderer. Well, I think we took care of most of the big bag. Let's just see about dealing with this stuff. It's unidentified mage and another starstone. Well, let's heal up Madora real quick, because I don't think this guy is friendly. And then rain on this area. Alright. He is indeed not friendly, and he summons a couple of things right away. Well, good thing we summoned something that'll make that a little bit less of a problem. And need to get a little closer. Range position stance, please.
Talons of the Hawk! I can take care of that injury.
Spirits of the glacier to my aid.
Nice. I like the ice wall a lot.
Do with a cold drink.
Right, let's just throw fire at you. That didn't seem very effective. Right, let's fortify Nick.
If this battle be my last, no, I went out fighting in your name.
That didn't seem to do much.
I'm overheating here. Feeling hot under the collar.
Taste of the gathering storm.
As thrilling as the stage, though not half so bloody.
Why isn't it doing anything?
I'm overheating here.
Right, let's try something. Not sure that he did anything. Can we knock you down? No. Well, maybe. Just didn't do it right now.
Warm as dragon's breath.
Warm as dragon's breath.
Would you care to hear a little tale?
Right, well, looks like we're gonna bring it down anyway. It's just throw like this. Badunk. Oh, iron ore, right? Armor grenade, hard leather armor, identified sash.
Toasty!
And instantly we got the Starstone activated. Which is fine.
Another piece of trash.
Not trash. Let's see. There's a good belt. I guess poison resistance is fine. Let's see. Now, what are these mages doing here? Cultist orders. Alright. Immaculates, do not falter. I, and through me, the conduit, the goddess herself, do task you with retrieving the Starstone rumored to be kept in a king's tomb below Cyseal. Deliver it to Lady Attenborough immediately. Woe betide they who fail the goddess. Loic. Through blood her power flows, through blood her triumph grows. Alright, that's a good clue. And this leads up to the path where we spoke with the undead troll, right here. I don't think there's anything else here we need. We can just bypass this hole and move on. I don't think, yeah, there's nothing else showing up as loot. And we've got a rabbit over here.
The rabbit gives you a forlorn look. It seems as if it wants to speak to you, but can't.
What's the matter, fella? Cat got your tongue?
The rabbit nods and points to the northeast. The cat that got its tongue must have wandered off in that direction.
Well, we did just do something, so let's go to the end of time.
Again, and well met you are. Did you know I've constructed a little theory about you both? Yes, I have indeed. The theory is this: you are not you. Or rather, you are you, but you is not all there is to you. And that goes for both of you. But I see you're staring at me like a cow stuck in an astronomy lesson, so let me start again. I think that you carry two souls inside of you. One that belongs to the mortal human beings that you are now, and one that belongs to certain someones with whom we've both become acquainted. You remember that segment of the tapestry your efforts helped to mend, don't you? The two great generals? How they led the battle against the Void's first attack on Rivellon?
Are you implying that the souls of those two generals are within us?
It would explain a lot, wouldn't it? Your connection to the Void, your presence here at the end of time. True, the mystery of Starstone remains, but at this rate, we'll have it sorted out in 2 shakes of Ahu's tail. As luck would have it, a new portal awaits. Perhaps answers do as well, so onward.
Right, what have we uncovered now? The Hall of Secrets.
What have we here? A study?
Wonderful. About time you got an education.
Why can't they just go away? Study. An ancient letter. Oh.
Guardians, dear guardians, when I see your faces, It is like the barriers of time tumble in upon themselves. But oh, how my heart aches when I think of the duty you adopted. It was more than even the gods had the right to ask of you. You did not want it, but you took it upon yourselves nonetheless, though many wailed and many wept. In a ruptured world, wherein all resolve had crumbled, you renounced life and liberty to stand guard and protect every last morsel of creation. When I despair, I think of your sacrifice. In my darkest hours, I cherish the resolve that was you.
Thing to be cherished.
Even though, apparently, we had to give up life and liberty for that to happen.
Right, ancient letter. Dearest Henry, dear cousin and king, the honorable generals baffle me. Their behavior has become puzzling and erratic. They are the saviors of the realm, they are worshipped by man and divinity alike, yet they wander down strange and solitary paths. Word has reached me today that one of them has gone, vanished. Why, I wonder? Why would they do such a thing that the very world is theirs to command? And the other, such force, such sudden ruthlessness, such tyranny, betrayal almost of the principles they fought for. These tidings sadden me beyond compare. I think of what could have been and despair. What is it? There must be an answer. What is it that riles them so? Signed Lady Helena, Countess of Leliand. Well, that's in this book. In the event of the Divine One's return. Don't think any of us really all that thing. Alright, another ancient letter. Esteemed General, esteemed Sovereign. As you know, the vanquished void lives still, be it caged in an imperishable god box. We all fear it lately, for it remains powerful even in confinement. The gods have told us we need guardians, we need immortals that will safeguard the god box and thereby safeguard our world forever. I can think of no better candidates than the two heroes that were the void's first undoing. What say you, my sovereign? Will you heed the call of the divines? Will your honorable companion do the same? Signed, Henry, son of William, righteous king of Ferrol. Relation to the Duke of Ferrol? That's what tales are. All of that too much. It's fascinating, I'm sure, but not relevant to the story as immediately as it seems. Alright, so this looks like an alchemy lab of some sort. Hey, 3 potions, I'll take them. Pillar of Secret.
Careful, comrade. I think I sense a sorcery.
I was not talking to you.
Hail, holy light, offspring of heaven, firstborn.
Tell me about yourself.
About me? The Guardian's first disobedience, and the fruit of that forbidden box, whose depths brought death into this world, and all our woe with loss of source, I remember. I come no spy with purpose to explore or to disturb the secrets of your realm, but secrets of my own I bring. The secrets of another world, perhaps not lawful to reveal.
How'd you come to this place?
Which way I fly is here. Myself am here, but in the lowest deep. A lower deep still threatening to devour this homestead opens wide.
Not very direct, are you?
Whence thou returnest, and whither wentest, I know. Direction hardly signifies.
Well, I'm interested to find more about your secrets.
To ask or search, I blame thee not. For Rivellon is as the book of the gods before thee set, wherein to read his wondrous works and learn his seasons, hours or days or months or years.
He has lots of secrets. Lots of expensive books. Right, mundane secrets are a little bit more easy to stomach. Let's try and mundane secrets. Yeah, but let's start with the first one. Take my leave. Right, a mundane secret, eh?
My map is slowly filling up with secrets.
Bloody chest. Right. What else is here? Ooh, an adventurous field guides. Right, so now we can improve armor a little bit more. And ooh, there's probably also still 3 potions in this one. Alright, that's... Is these chests? And this desk. What's in here? Nothing. Well, that's a pity, but... Right, let's leave. Zigzags, where are you going? Oh, did we open up another... Did we open up another portal here? Oh, you're going back to your seat. That's fine. We can't talk with you just now, so... Alright, tell me about the secrets.
Good to see you on the shelter plane. A home away from home, is it not?
Alright, about the room.
Certainly.
Anything more you can tell me about the Teller of Secrets?
No more than that she is privy to secrets even I have a hard time getting to the root of. The Weaver told me she knows about starstones, where they are hiding in the dark. She'll ask you for a price for such information, this sharer of secrets. But then again, that information is quite priceless, is it not?
Alright, that's quite enough of that. Got some more stuff. Let us actually unlock the next bit. The Silverglen Road. And actually move on to the next area. Woohoo! Finally, we are beyond Cyseal. I mean, we'll still be returning to Cyseal every now and then. Because, you know, the market refreshes and all that. Alright, Haru.
Hail, Source Hunter. Good to see you've reached Lakula Forest. There were times when I came to this neck of the woods just to whiff its wholesome air. Alas, that it is thick with sorcery these days.
Sorcery abounds, does it?
It surrounds us here, like an invisible mist. Takes cat's eyes to see it creep. Even so, it's plain as day to the east, all about Ikara's cabin. Immaculates beset it, no doubt under Leandra's orders. If she has ordered such thorough defenses of her sister's cabin, we may be certain that whatever lies within will be a prize more precious than butter-baked plaice. That means Ikara herself must be there, Hunter. And it is essential that you find her. Only she can shed light on the details of Leandra's plans.
I thank you for your counsel. High time to mosey on.
Ha! Zigzags would see you dash rather than mosey. But matters such as these require a thoughtful approach. Leandra and her cronies may be lunatics all, but they're far from brainless. So be wary, Hunter, and be safe.
Indeed. Well, seeing as this is near the town of Winter Glen, or Silver Glen rather, we should probably head to town for a bit. Roll droppings.
Don't look at me like that. It's not as though I'm enjoying this.
And so just trolls about.
Poor man. It seems he was eaten by a beast.
Well, partially eaten, to be more precise.
I don't think I've uncovered anything on this map.
In the name of the goddess, halt! Who goes there?
A source hunter.
In that case, you can rest easy, Hunter. There is no source to be found here, only the glory of Immaculates.
What is this place?
Why, it's Silver Glen, of course. Once the abode of miners, now the abode of the faithful. We have traded the search for silver for the pursuit of divinity. I'm sure this sounds strange in what are strangers' ears, but you must know that but a short while ago, a frightful sickness felled us by the dozen, until she who speaks for the goddess brought us a cure.
Uh-huh.
She showed us how we may overcome the frailty and even the decrepitude of our mortal bodies. This is why we now live a life of devoutness and civility, so that we may become immaculate. But I suggest you talk to Father Loik if you want to learn more about the ways of the goddess. Be welcome, therefore, to Silverglen. Blessed be all Immaculates.
Uh-huh.
The Immaculates here seem to be a friendly enough bunch.
May the goddess
Seeing
guide
being
you
the
through
operative
the
word, let's
and
remain
keep you
vigilant.
safe.
I wouldn't trust these sentries to guard a pig pen. Keep alert, comrades. There's something fishy about this place.
Over here, Hunter. It's me, Aru.
We just spoke to you, Aru.
Source Hunter. You've made it into the hamlet of Silverglen, I see. Unnerving spot, don't you find? Leandra has fashioned herself a hero here, but the townsfolk don't seem to know the truth behind the conduit, though they call themselves Immaculates.
What do you make of these Immaculates?
They're thick as trout, if you ask me, and unnaturally obsessed with ancient teachings. I haven't seen Leandra here myself, but she must have put on quite a show of magical mastery to enthrall a crowd of shaggy miners, to have them hop on the bandwagon of a shadowy religion wholly alien to them.
Which ancient teachings do you mean?
Haven't you heard them whisper of the blood? How their eyes shine when they discuss certain stellar stones? Star stones, of course, which drenched in blood become bloodstones and are used in healing rituals. Now, I can see how it could be a fantastic thing to nurse a dying human back to health, if all it takes is to sacrifice a toad. But I spy bloodlust in these people's eyes. A bloodlust that goes beyond the usual meaning of the word. They all act like they're following a benign goddess that will lead them to paradise. But I'll be a dappled Dalmatian if any of that is true.
Well, since you've been scouting the place, perhaps you can tell me where I should start looking for shady goings-on.
I've been shadowing the local priest, a man by the name of Loic. I have the feeling he knows more than most in Silver Glen, for I've followed him in the night when he meets with cloaked strangers, and goblins even. Mangoth, Hyberheim. Of strange things I've heard him whisper. Yes, this priest has shady goings-on written all over that smug, holier-than-thou face of his. But we must start at the beginning, Source Hunter. The White Witch is still at large. If we want to get to the true heart of Leandra's doings, we must start with her sister. And she's far likelier to be in her cabin among the trees than here among Leandra's followers.
Why are you walking about Silver Glen in your cat form?
The advantage of being a puss, my friend, is that one can pussyfoot. A white-haired wizard draws attention, but a cat can move about unnoticed and, indeed, unseen. Not that I'm not extra wary of these bloodsuckers, though. There's a conspicuous absence of pets in this eerie little town.
I'll take my leave.
The Immaculate's presence here is highly disconcerting. But we mustn't lose sight of our mission, Source Hunter. The White Witch resides somewhere in the wilds of the surrounding forest, and we must find her.
I wasn't planning on abandoning her, I just wanted to do some shopping.
Dancing dugongs, you nearly startled me out of my
I wasn't
boots.
even wanted to talk to you.
The degenerates here claim they have been cleansed, but I can still smell the stink of persisting putrescence wafting from their grimy flesh. Silver Glen, this place sickens me.
I see no evidence of sickness about me. Why take it to heart so?
As you know, I once carried the burden of disease upon emaciated shoulders. Perhaps I had better explain in greater detail.
Alright, let's go into your history.
So I shall.
Please tell me how you managed to cure yourself from the malady that afflicted you.
It went like this, Hunter. If a ghoul I had become, so a dark turn of thought convinced me, a ghoul's methods I should employ to escape the labyrinthian crypt of corporeal corruption. A necromancer I'd be. Yes, only from deep within the deliriums of death would I tunnel my way back into the gardens of life. I did unspeakable things in the dusky dungeons that twist like forgotten veins to long-deceased organs far beneath my castle's sunlit halls. Halls which held my throne and held the bed upon which Heraka slept, her very touch blessing the satin she reposed upon. Still there came no relief. Perversions I created in scores, but they were mere undead all. Creatures so piteous that the thought of cheating death in their guise frightened me more than the swing of the scythe itself. Like mosquitoes in the night, panic and despair beset me until I turned to that darkest of all arts, demonology.
So you of all people turned to demonology?
It had to be. There was no other way. I could feel the life slipping out of me like love out of a betrayed spouse's heart. So I studied tomes so old the dust that fell from their centuries' unperused pages never knew the light of the stars that now shine. I drew forbidden symbols. I spoke unhallowed words, and from the smoke that rose like a dragon's last breath, a demon appeared to me and said, "Ask, O blighted king, and you shall have." "Just tell me," I cried. "Tell me what ails me."
You asked the demon what ailed you. What was its answer?
Heraka. Never had I known a single word can cut deeper than the sharpest of daggers. With maddening glee, the demon told me she was one of his kin. A soul-swallowing horror that had been feeding on both my body and my spirit like a leech. An ancient being was she, that moved from king to king throughout the ages, filling their hearts with love, then draining them of life. After such revelations, does one truly desire to live on? Death seemed like a mother then, welcoming me with her all will be well embrace. Yet still I feared exceedingly her seemingly sweet caress, and the oblivion that would follow. Release me from her, demon, and give me back the strength of a sick, free existence. So went my desperate plea. It smiled, of course it did. Smiled bare 100 razors as its eyes came alight with infernal fire. 1,000 years I will give you, it whispered. But then your soul shall be mine to incarcerate in the depths of hellish nemesis. As for your throne, that I'll have now. What say you, O brittle king? Do you accept my terms?
But tell me, Jahan, did you accept the demon's terms?
I think you know the answer to that question, Hunter. But I've said enough for now. These memories are painful to recollect. So let us turn to the rest of them later.
I'll take my leave.
More prey awaits.
Well, well, well. So our very own demon hunter once dabbled in the so-called darkest of arts himself.
Well, a man so utterly betrayed and dying will grasp at any straw.
A man so utterly betrayed and dying will grasp at any straw. I can hardly blame him.
Yes. We're all hypocrites.
Neither can I. Clearly his great love was almost the very death of him. She broke his heart in more ways than one, and I too would go to any length to repair it.
So now consider it. Okay. Could be a portal in town. Let's go and find that so we can activate it.
Beware of the lost ones out there, Wanderer. Their blood is impure.
Much annoyance. Distractions. Do a little bit more thorough looting of this town. It looks like the people like me here well enough.
Tell me, sweetie, do you have sunburn, or are you always this hot?
Look at you, sugar. Oh, I could take you on a ride neither of us would soon forget.
What can I get you, hun?
Alright, well, as fun as that sounds, let's not.
Darling,
So we have Windermere and a South.
Goddess greetings, friend. Her greatness gave us fire, her greatness gave us earth, and my savvy brings you spells at the best rate in town. Come, give me your best offer.
Right, so you give me earth and fire spells. Good. And you can finally get some spells that are a bit more of a next level. Well, it's not bad prices. You don't have anything else I really care about. How about you, Windermere?
Where the wind blows, the goddess breathes. Where the rivers run, the goddess weeps. How can I connect you to our eternal goddess, my friend?
Right, so you have water spells.
What can I get you, hun?
I'd kill for a beer.
Sure thing, darling.
Right, so at least we have some of that. How about some equipment pendants? I believe they're inside.
Of a new order, Paul.
The Pickaxe Tavern. Who is string enthusiast? One of you must be the. Right.
There we are.
More stuff for you, but not really what I care about.
Watch where you're going. These beauties will pierce you to the bone. So, do you fancy a trade then? Come now, before my ale arrives.
Don't need arrows and such.
Never shot a bullseye in your sleep? Well, no wonder with your skill book as empty as all that.
Yeah, my skill book isn't that empty.
Quite a fine skeleton beneath that hide of yours, isn't there? Yes, a lovely, sturdy thing. I bet it's...
I'd kill for a beer. Sure thing, darling.
You dare disturb my rumination? It must be that you can hardly wait to purchase an ingredient or two for a very urgent recipe. I'll forgive this imposition if you'll make me a generous offer.
Twice as mean.
He's got some good stuff.
On the side of a bridge, Roma.
Better that than reeking of fresh blood.
Oh, dear. You'll hardly impress the conduit with such a clouded look about your eyes.
Oh, Oh. You haven't any ale, have ya? Well, never mind for now. What sort of magical relics can I offer ya? Blessed by the goddess.
Right.
Oh, you startled me. Let me compose myself. Hello, stranger. How can I help you?
Can you tell me about yourself?
Oh, me? Oh, I'm just the waitress around here, as you can see. My husband, Blossius, is a legionnaire, currently stationed in Cyseal, but I haven't heard from him in far too long.
Yeah, I can see why the two of them were together, even if it is a silly reason. About your husband, I have here his will.
Will? But that means he's... Oh, no. Oh, not my cutie, broody buttercup.
sorry to tell you that. Well, he's perfectly fine. It's fine, it's fine. Well, that'll have to do for this stream for today. I'm quite done with dealing with spammers the entire stream and all that. And we have finally left Cyseal behind us. So, I mean, I'm perfectly fine with continuing the game as is. There's plenty of quests still to do and still lots to uncover and all that, but if any of you have an appetite for something different in the Sunday streams, do let me know in the comments below if you want. Yeah, wherever you can find me. That should probably just continue next Sunday. I don't have anything else coming up as it is. So again, I want to thank you all for coming by. Those who chatted, very nice to see you. And see you next time. Bye.